Hey there guys, how are you? It's late. It's actually 3:30 in the morning, and you don't need to know that because you guys don't need to understand how pathetic my lifestyle is. I stay up all night, I sleep all day, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. Then it gets really warm, but then I still drink it, and it has a disgusting aftertaste, but you still suck it down, and you can really taste the thick syrup sticking to your teeth, but then you gotta go upstairs and eat some Pop-Tarts to make yourself feel like a man. So first up, I got Rock of Ages, and this stars Tom Cruise. He has a monkey in this movie. He plays a kind of like a drug addict, washed out rock star, pretty much the stereotypical rock star of the 1980s. And Julianne Hough. That's why I watched the movie, right there. I would... That was... If I did that in real life, that would be illegal. And then they'd put me on the special... offenders list, and then I'd have to go around the neighborhood explaining what I've done. Paul Giamatti, you gotta love Paul Giamatti. You're gonna go out there? You're gonna go out there and give your best, kid. And I think in this movie he's actually wearing some kind of bald cap, even though he's actually bald in real life, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But anyway, you know, Rock of Ages is a musical, and I'm a 25-year-old guy, so this doesn't quite hit my demographic, but I do love 80s rock ballads, so it kind of helps. And then Tom Cruise in this movie always wears leather pants, and he's always sleeping with groupies, and he has like a big cod piece on his leather pants with like a skull on it that's looking out at you. Did I mention that Tom Cruise has a monkey in this movie? This Blu-ray looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The audio, the picture quality, all phenomenal. Okay, let's look at the special features on here. Any day. The new Warner Brothers menus, when you go through them, they take about 4 seconds when you click around. I don't know why that is. I love 80s rock. And another thing that I noticed about this movie, Russell Brand. He's always... What do you mean I can't do it? It's like, shut your mouth, Russell, before I take Tom Cruise's and shove it in your mouth. Anyway, Rock of Ages, it's one of the better musicals. At least it has 80s rock in it. And another thing, it's way better than that one movie with John Travolta where he dresses up like a big lady. I don't remember what it's called. Do that when you wiggle it, and Johnny Depp. I'm Johnny Depp. Next up, another Tim Burton movie starring Johnny Depp. And you know what? I used to be a huge fan of Tim Burton. You know, Edward Scissorhands, the original Batman movies. And then throughout the 90s, okay, Sleepy Hollow, okay, alright. And then it just turned a little too Johnny Depp-ish. The guy loves goth, he loves sharp, pointy objects in all of his movies. And another thing that he loves is Johnny Depp and baby powder. And in this movie, you get a lot of Johnny Depp and baby powder. I'm gonna remember the name. I just watched it 2 days ago. Barnabas Collins. And Barnabas Collins in the 1700s was a rich young boy who his family owned a fishing town, and then I guess maid in his big house is jealous that he doesn't love her enough, and then she turns him into a vampire, and then she puts him in a casket for a few hundred years. He awakens in 1972, and he reunites with his present-day ancestors. No, that's not... What's the opposite of ancestors when that goes down? Descendants? There we go. Dark Shadows, I enjoyed the first half. Like, I didn't hate it. I was like, okay, you know, I can dig this. I love the fish out of water kind of storyline where Johnny Depp, you know, he's still stuck in like the 1700s, and you know, the modern age is about, and you know, the real tacky disco rock era. I don't even know what the hell was happening. They had I like the early 70s though. Another positive thing about this movie is Chloe Moretz. And I like her. You know, not only is she hit girl, I think she's gonna have a career. Like, the older she gets, she's gonna be one of those great leading female actresses in the next 10 years. Anyway, Dark Shadows on Blu-ray looks pretty decent. This is a very dark, washed out, desaturated Tim Burton movie. And a lot of dark scenes. So really, you got some images that popped, but overall, it was a good picture quality. It kind of looked a little bit soft, in my opinion, but I'm sure that was the tone that they were going for. Anyway, like I said, this movie's third act completely fell apart. It just, things were happening for no reason, and when they did happen, you're like, what the hell was that? Okay, well, okay, there's Johnny Depp with long fingers. Now, this movie's budget was huge. This was along the lines of a big, epic comic book action movie, you know, summer tentpole kind of movie. And to be honest, I think they spent all the money on Johnny Depp's salary because I don't know where it all quite went. Anyway, Dark Shadows, I guess, could be summed up to a fun, easygoing family October kind of movie. Like, this is a movie around Halloween time the family could sit down and watch. You know, it did have a few laughs in it, especially, like I said, the fish out of water jokes where Johnny Depp is in, you know, modern day society. It's The Avengers on Blu-ray. And I don't want to wear that because it actually smells disgusting inside of there. The Avengers on Blu-ray, you know, it's a Blu-ray that you gotta own if you're into comic book action movies. Now, picture quality wise, I have no complaints. Audio wise, I have no complaints. It looks great on Blu-ray. Another great thing about this Blu-ray is it's a 178.1 aspect ratio. And what that means is there's no black bars. You know, it fills up your entire widescreen TV and it just makes your TV feel bigger than it is, which I like. You know, I love widescreen movies, but I don't like the black bars. I know, I sound like I'm from 1992 right now. They distract me and I want to feel like I'm immersed inside of the movie. What's happening? Okay, it started. And another thing, while watching this movie for the second time, it felt like it moved a little bit slower than the first time I seen it in the theater. And even though I knew what was coming next, I don't know why. It lost a little something from the theater to the home viewing experience. Not to say it wasn't still great and a lot of fun. It just lost a little something. I don't know what it was yet, but I'm gonna look for it. The bonus features for this, I don't know if the other editions got more bonus features. I know there was a special release at Target that got like an extra hour of features. I was a little bit let down by the bonus features, to be honest with you, because I wanted to see more of a behind-the-scenes look at, you know, maybe the mocap work they did with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, or maybe the costume design, or a little bit more of, you know, the CGI work that they put into the movie, and I didn't really find a lot of that. You know, they had little short, you know, 3 or 4 minute segments on things like that, but, you know, The Avengers is the definition of popcorn fun movie. It's just one of those movies you can just pop in, you turn off your brain, and you look at Scarlett Johansson tied up in a chair with a, you know, a Russian accent. So anyway, Dark Shadows comes out October 2nd. You know, decent October movie for the family. Rock of Ages comes out October 9th with Tom Cruise wearing a big middle thing over his genitals. You know, I think the woman crowd will enjoy this movie. And if you like 80s rock. Okay, shut up, John. It's time to go. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.